It is Friday, November 6th of 2020 as I change lanes right in the middle of my intro. And you are watching Guy's Daily Drive. Bam! And welcome everyone to Guy's Daily Drive, where I'm on my way to work again. And next week will be a little different because it's my, he says with his eyes rolling, work from home week, which is almost never the whole week working from home because there are things that I can only do at work. So at least 2 to 3 times during the week when I'm supposed to be working from home, I work from work. Not always for the full day, but yeah. So on Tuesday, November 10th, Apple's having yet another event. And this time, it's pretty much a lock that they're going to talk about Apple Silicon Macs. They're going to probably announce which ones will be the very first. And it's looking like it's going to be mostly laptops. So we're looking at probably 2 of the following 3 models. Starting from low, a 12-inch MacBook or MacBook Air, a 13-inch MacBook Pro, or a 16-inch MacBook Pro. And from what I'm gathering, there's not going to be a lot in the way of a design change. It's going to be pretty much looking like the same computer it was when it was Intel based. And that's, you know, I mean, they're not a bad design. I'm not a huge fan of the separate little video option bar. I mean, it's kind of a cool idea where you can have it change based on the type of program that you're using. But I think it's one of those features that it's like, for the most part, is anyone going to use it, or are they just going to keep using the keyboard shortcuts that they're used to using? Because we are, as a species, creatures of habit. You get into a routine of doing XYZ, and chances are you keep doing XYZ up until the point where XYZ is no longer possible. Now, one of the other things I heard as far as Macs go, and I'm not giving this a whole lot of credence, was a new 24-inch iMac. And if they're going to up the size of the low-end iMac from 21 inches to 24 inches, I wonder if they'll do the same for the high-end. Take it to 29 inches or 30 inches and stop the whole how thin can we make it nonsense. I really don't want another iMac. I mean, I currently use one because it's the best affordable option for a desktop machine, which is what I wanted. But having a monitor built in, I think, is a waste, because it just means that if one thing or the other goes wrong, you end up throwing the whole thing out. So, not a big fan, and I wish they would have some different desktops, some more affordable desktops. I don't know what they're going to do with the Mac Mini. Hopefully it's going to still be around. I'd like to see a bigger Mac Mini with a decent graphics card, with the ability to add RAM, change out to an SSD, or change the SSD to something bigger if we want. I don't know why this is such a big deal. It can't cost that much more or make that big of a difference to have, hold on a second, to have the option to do that built in. I can't really see why that makes that much of a difference, especially with Apple's margins. Just stop. So that's the event on Tuesday. I made a purchase, and I didn't really mean to, or I should say I did mean to, but everything conspired against me to not make this purchase. And it kind of got to the point where it was like, who are you to tell me I can't make this purchase? So I had to go out well out of my way to continue to do this thing. And what it was, I was on Mac Voices. It was Tuesday night, I think, is when he does the open mic, when Chuck Joyner does the open mic thing for Mac Voices. And I know it on Tuesdays, but I almost always forget, and then I run across it, and it's like I want to jump in the middle, because it's just fun. You know, they got a good group of people there usually, and the conversation is lively, and it plays right into my wheelhouse of just being kind of a general goof. So it's fun. And when I jumped in, they were talking about a particular website called Woot that was having a pretty good deal, about 20, whoa, dude, about 20% off, Jesus, of AirPod Pros. Well, that was almost an accident. And so, you know, typically they're $250, and they were selling for $200, more or less, $195, something like that. So I went over to Woot while we were doing the show, and I checked it. So yeah, it was still going on. So I went ahead and I put an order in and didn't think about it until after the show was over, and I got an email saying that it didn't go through. And it was like, what the hell? So I went and tried again and again and again, and each time there was some kind of problem with my credit card, or some kind of problem with the information that I'd given them. So I'm looking at my personal settings, and it's like all the information is right. And then I remembered that I'd gotten this odd phone call just after I did this, after I ordered it while we were still on Mac Voices open mic. And it was from my bank, and they were saying, oh, well, we have detected possible, you know, fraudulent activity. It's like, what? Really? I've used Woot before. And I went and I looked into it and called their automated helpline, which is like the most annoying thing ever. And I'm sure it saves the bank money. But honestly, I'd rather talk to a person. Let me talk to a real live person and get this straightened out. And there were two charges, and the first thing I think that actually caused the problem was a monthly payment, thank you, that I make to Patreon for some of the people that I support over on Patreon, and you can do the same for me. And it was like for $20, and apparently that was a problem. Know about it. And then when I did the flagged as well, and it's like, you have got to be kidding me. So I got all the way through that and finally did the purchase, but it was like such a pain in the ass. It was like, why is this being so difficult with websites I've used before, with credit cards I've used before, with charges that are the same pretty much from month to month? So I got a pair of AirPod Pros, which means, of course, that one of the other things that they'll announce on this upcoming event will be new AirPod Pros for less than what I just paid for last generation, because that's how things work for me. All right. If you'd like to contact me, my email address is guy@mymac.com. You can also reach me on the Twitters, twitter.com/MacParrot, twitter.com/VertShark. VertShark.com is the website that you can go to see all of the audios and all of the videos, as well as over on YouTube. You can go to youtube.com, do a search for VertShark. I have a playlist there with all the audio, or sorry, all the videos. So you can watch it right there on YouTube as well. If you would like to help support the various things that I do that cost me money, you can go to Patreon, like I just said, .com/MacParrot, Coffee, ko-fi.com/MacParrot, or pay a pal at paypal.me/MacParrot. Do all those things, then like, share, subscribe. Did you see it? Like, share, subscribe. All you got to do. So easy. There was something else that was just floating through. Oh, yeah. There's the Mac to the Future Livecast Go. Hold on a second. Damn it. I thought that bus was going to stop, but it didn't. Mac to the Future Livecast Go. Ooh, that was trickier than I thought it was going to be. Where I do a weekly live cast with David Ginsburg and Warren Sklar. And you can also, hold on, damn, things are so confusing right now. You can also subscribe to the MyMac.com podcast that I do almost every single weekend, with Gazmaz. And let's see, what else? Oh, there's also Guy's Daily Drive, which is this thing that I'm doing right now, because that's a thing. Anyway, that is going to do it for today. Thank you all so very, very much for joining me right here on Guy's Daily Drive. It is greatly appreciated. And I will see you next time. Bye.